Hello guys, you're welcome back to my channel. If you're stopping by for the first time, you're highly welcome. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys a detailed bridal makeup. So I started off with cleaning her face with the Ghanaian cleansing water. And now I applied the Cos S serum and I made sure her face absorbed the product. Now we are on to the Cos S moisturizer.
If you'd only open up your eyes, see me.
See the way I'm massaging her face, making sure her skin absorbs the product. So for primer, we are going into the mesmetic grip first of all.
See me as a friend. I could get used to the
Then using this mesmetic power seal, it's also a primer, a sweat block to help control her sweat as a bride for the whole day. Using the fan to make sure the skin absorbs the product. I am going into the MAC prep and prime for under her eyes to make sure that under her eyes is secured as well. So for the foundation, I'm going to be using 3 foundations. The first foundation is Silver Mark in Line, and the second one is NARS in Syracuse, and the third one is Huda Beauty in Toffee. So guys, there's something that happened on that day. You see the face is a bit white, so that Silver Mark has a bit of yellow undertone, and I didn't notice it on time. And I cannot just start cleaning off her face to start all over again, and this is what I did to bring down that yellowish undertone. After I had blended the foundation properly, I went into this foundation from V Beauty in the shade Ebony. I made sure that I use it to tone down the existing yellowish undertone. So whenever you have situations like this, don't panic. This is the solution. So for the blush, I went into the Imagic lip palette and I choose that pink shade. Going into the concealer, I'm using the Kevyn Aucoin concealer in the shade XS11, using it under her eyes and also at her T-zone. This is me applying the concealer on the bridge of her nose and on her forehead. After that, I'm going to be using the Huda Beauty concealer in the shade 042 just to add a bit of light under her eyes. Remember, we are highlighting under the eyes. Don't just come for me and see this concealer is too much. Just watch how it will be properly blended very well. So I started with blending her forehead, then coming down to her chin, then just to wait for under the eyes to get tacky a bit, and I blended it perfectly. Now to set under her eyes, I'm going into that Merak baby over there, Merak setting powder in the shade Ginger, to make sure under her eyes is properly, I am saying it again, blended. You have to be so conscious of it. If not, you will just find some crack under the eyes, and to make under the eyes so rough. I went into the MAC in the shade Medium Deep to set the whole of her face, both under her eyes and the entire of her face. Then going into, for the powder for her contour, I went into the Dark Deep to intensify the contour on her face.
If you would ask me, let me go.
Then I also went into the Melanie in the shade 109 to contour her nose, just to bring her nose out and give it that pointed effect.
I've been dying to see you.
So when I contour my nose, I start bit by bit so that you don't just have that straight line figure, and you blend properly and you get exactly what you want. So I use that fluffy brush over there to blend it properly. Using this small brush to apply the setting powder at the bridge of her nose. So what I'm basically doing is everywhere I have applied concealer, I use the setting powder to set it. So this is me using that same setting powder as a reverse contour.
Believes in his own lies, or the way he believes that my doubts won't rise. Oh, shut up, shut up.
I'm going to be using that as the reverse contour for her cheekbone as well, just to highlight those places that was contoured.
I call myself to sleep all the
I also applied the setting powder on her forehead. Remember, I also highlighted the forehead. So this is just adding more setting powder to bake under her eyes.
shut up.
We're going to be moving to the brows. So using this Bromatic by Dancel to raise her brow hairs, just to set them in place. So I use this setting powder, that small brush, to cancel out any shine from the Bromatic. Going into the brows proper, I'm going to be using the Eggy and Esther brow gel in the shade Toffee. So I'm going to be using this small brush, very flat brush, to outline the brows.
Driving around, singing songs way too loud because we wanna. Picking up our love friends, fill up the car till it bends because we wanna. Yeah, we just wanna have fun. The trunk's full of wine. We're gonna.
So I'm using this Almighty Davis pencil to give it a few strokes in the sparse area where there's no hair. The effects I want to create in this brows is a very natural brows. So I'm not using my brow pencil in the areas where there are hair. So using the House of Tara highlighter to highlight under her brows, just to give it that clean effect. So it's just to make it very, very neat and sharp.
Let's sing along to every song. We don't need nobody's attention, don't need nobody else in our zone.
Yeah, I'm using her shade of foundation to also clean up the upper side of the brows. Remember, we use her shade of foundation, not the concealer. For the eyeshadow, we are going into the Banai eyeshadow primer. I'm using this all over her eyelid. I'm blending it properly.
Going right, doesn't matter tonight, just how we want it. We want it. Yeah, we just wanna have fun. The trunk's full of.
I am using the Silver Mark eyeshadow palette, using that soft pink as a transition color, and then using the Blossom African Queen eyeshadow palette for the crease of her eyes.
And we don't need no shampoo.
I just love this brown from that Blossom eyeshadow palette.
Body's attention, yeah, we just wanna dance on our own.
So I'm back again to the Silver Mark eyeshadow palette, using that nude. What I really love in the Blossom eyeshadow palette is that brown, but I couldn't get it in the Silver Mark. That was why I went into the Blossom eyeshadow palette. Then I was feeling that the nude was a bit so light, so I had to go back again into the Blossom eyeshadow palette to get that cool nude and apply it on top of the eyeshadow. I'm using the Polar gel liner to line her eyes. So I'm using the Merak charcoal eyeliner to line that inner waterline. It's a very few people that you can do this for, not everybody. If you dare this for some people, they will tear like mad. So using this House of Tara mascara to clean up a natural lash. So I went into these eyelashes. I think these eyelashes is from Missmetic, and it came out so beautiful. Using the Beauty Line by Didi eyeliner to intensify the liner. So going into the lip, I use the Egg and Esther brow gel in the shade Nubian that I use to line her lip. This is when I came into the Magic Lip palette for the nude color. That's the hairstylist over there doing her thing. So I also got this white shade for the Magic Lip palette. So I blend and the lip came out so beautiful. I use this gloss from Paula Beauty to gloss. You know I'm a gloss baby. I don't know if I can do nude lip without gloss in it. We are coming to the end of this look, guys. So using this small brush to just press in the setting powder. And using this fluffy brush to just do finishing touches. This is me just adding powder on the forehead where the hairband was before, and using the same mascara to just bring out the hair under her eyes. And this wet balm from Missmetic, it's so beautiful, so lovely. Like I love this highlighter. I use it on her forehead and on her chin as well, and also at the bridge of her nose. This is me using the Mario Badescu's hydrating spray to just cancel out all the powdery effects on her face. And to the almighty So Pro Seal It Forever, the magical setting spray in town, and get the beautiful bride ready for her due date.
You say you don't wanna get in trouble, that you doing fine cause you got me. I don't wanna break your little bubble, but you gotta wake up to reality. Cause I can see in your eyes, your head is full.
And this is my beautiful bride. I hope you guys learned a thing or two in this video, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I did. Please and please do not forget to like, share and subscribe to my channel. It means a lot to me. Please, I beg you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you guys in my next video. Stay safe, stay blessed, stay loved. I love you guys one more time. Bye. Mwah.